Well, good morning to you. I've come to Mae Wang National Park. I've been sold a ticket to enter. It's 30 baht for my car and 100 baht for me. If I was a Thai person, I could actually get in for just 20 baht. Am I complaining? Well, let's go and find out what it's like. I've been here before, so I know. But the gentleman here was insistent that I pay the full money, and I'm going to go and get my money's worth. Well, as you come into the park area, on the left-hand side, there is the visitor centre. There's a nice display of photographs there, showing you some of the opportunities you can see here of wildlife and catching nature in action. I'm going to go in the visitor centre front door and see what they have inside. Well, there's some very nice photographs in here. There's some English on the board over here. There's a lot of suggestions that you could use this as an area here at Mae Wang National Park to go cycling, nature trail, and studying the forest, studying the birds, studying the wildlife. And it's even suggesting that there are tips for the roots of the willow-leaved water croton. I'll read that again. Travel tip routes to willow-leaved water croton. Hoi Mae Hoi. Distance 8 kilometres from November to March. This area was part of a low land and river. There was lots of subsidence at the area, including Doi Law, district of the west side. This was formed about 30 million years ago. So step 2, after the subsidence, this area had gravel, sand, silt, clay from a deposition of sediment was deposited and carried by Ping River tributaries running through the plain basin. This occurred and was formed about 3 million years ago. So we've got 30 million years, 3 million years, and natural phenomena from a slowly move uplift of one of the Earth's plates. About 1 to 2 million years ago, the sediment was interleaving 5 main layers of floor, such as gravel, sand, silt and clay. And then the final stream terrace by erosion of wind and rain that made this area lift to high hill. Through erosion, the high hill formed into cliff that show to nowadays. Cap on, cap on, cap, kajod cap, pom ma boy, there, one need yak tam video cap, cop ma cap, cop ma cap, lu jack lao cap, cop ma cap, lung, cop ma cap. Okay, so we're down here where the P sign is, and we're able to go to the toilet and throw your rubbish away, and then we can go on down onto this pink trail. Now, what's not shown here is that you descend down steps and go to the lower level, and of course then we'll go up to this Pha Chor area. And if I just show you what we're going to go and see, we're off to see this. They're upgrading the viewpoint. They've concreted the road since I was here last, so that shows you how long ago I was here, and it's all looking spectacularly attractive for tourists to come along and have a look. This is a variety of photographs showing you stations along the way where you can see various interesting things happening along the trail. And these are the stations explained, and the route and the period of time, and the wonder of silt wall, and the miraculous Pha Chor. Miraculous Pha Chor Tectonics Nature Trail, to give it its full name. And it's a lovely, not bright, but overcast and windy day. It's a really lovely atmosphere. Agadi, as we would say here in Thailand. The climate is feeling nice here. It's lovely. Well, I'm going down the steps now. There's about 100 of them, and when you get to the bottom, we've got a choice of turning right or left. Now, if we turned left, we could actually go off down to the other car parks. There are 3-4 car park areas here because they are expecting a lot of traffic. Obviously, at peak times, you get a lot of people here, but unfortunately, COVID, it ain't nice on the tourist trade. It says here, Pha Chor is a natural phenomenon which transformed the accumulation of sediment around the edge of river basin. Later, there were tectonics happened which caused this area to be lifted and become steep slope, and the sediment was also pushed up. Afterwards, the natural factors such as rain and wind erode and wash the sediment layer vertically, resulting in beautiful and quaint patterns. Tertiary period sediment since 5 million years ago. Nowadays, the Ping River has relocated its water path about 10 kilometres from Pha Chor, accompanying with the fact that Pha Chor has rounded sediment gravels which look like Ping River rocks. According to these reasons, the geologists have assumed that this area used to be the Ping River path. So it's all very much assumption. This is the Ping River coming down here and going on south down to Hot, and here we are, Pha Chor, and of course, you know, this is apparently raised up, and assumed is the word here, that this area to be the Ping River. Wow. Thanks, Catherine, for putting me on to hoodoos. A hoodoo is where the rain falls on or the wind as well. The rain and wind fall and blow a softer material underneath a harder material top surface. So you end up with these mushroom type structures. These hoodoos appear in varying forms. There's not one type of hoodoo, but you see them, especially in this sort of this sandy area where you get the side of the river here. You can see them in the banks, whereby there's lines coming down. There we go. And there's lines coming down, and there's a solid on the top. Look at that big rock in there, look. Isn't that lovely? Well, there's some hoodoos there, look. Can you see those stones on the top? The rain has come down and actually hit the stone, and the stone remains. But the wind and the water have eroded the soil, the sand, below it, and therefore you get this lined effect here. Isn't that fascinating? Well, now we've got another phrase here, another nomenclature. Now we've got another name given to it, Roman pillars. Roman pillars, and these things that are stuck there, which are similar to hoodoos. Well, I'm about halfway there. Well, 60-70% of the way there now, and it's a lovely little walk along the gravel river bed, and in a moment I'll be going up the steps behind me here, and that's up to the summit just before the Pha Chor wall, the Roman pillars as they are also known here. So this is the common shot that we see on the internet and travel brochures. These are the Roman pillars, the facades of sand and stone beds of the river over time. And you can see, if I were to point you at this one here, this is earlier sediment laid down as sand. These are stone, sand, stone, sand in between, sand, and then stone at the top. And therefore the hard surface causes less erosion, and therefore everything below it, being eroded quicker, makes it look like columns. I'm probably going to get blasted in the comments maybe, or critics give me thumbs down, thanks very much for watching, for calling these hoodoos. But you know, the natural technology, the hard surface on the top and the softer surface below is what causes hoodoos. So, you know, I don't think I'm wrong. That's nice. The miraculous Pha Chor. This is station 9. Look at this. It's wonderful today. I've come on my own, and I am the only person here apart from, I've seen 3 people. The person who took my money, the person who took my ticket when I got out the car, and the person that sat at the top here in a little sala shelter, just there just in case somebody needs assistance. All part of the National Park service. But this area, when you come here with other people, or you know, come here on a busier day, you can't get a clear shot because there's so many people posing in front of these columns, these facades of beautiful sand and sediment. It becomes an attraction. It is an attraction, but it becomes more of a touristy attraction and not so beautiful. But today, I really, really am in love with this place. Look at this. There's some nice examples here of the stones on top of the soft underlying pillars, and some great examples there of how it's formed. Right now I'm going down the Hom Gong Geed, the wonder of tectonics, and this area, which is nicely presented with its concrete and the large stones to help you navigate the steps. Walking in amongst the tree roots, and there are butterflies and bees, and it's very, very nice. So you can see where the water's formed the curve around here over time. Now we go back round the other way. Children love it here, running about, picking up stones, putting them in their pockets. running around and falling over, and the stones are rounded so they're not sharp. Well, you can walk along two routes to and from the main area. You can either come the express route, which is the one which is fairly straight, or you can go on the gravelly riverbed below and you know, do all of the contours of the twists and turns of the river. But I'm taking the express route back to the car. Fancy a cup of coffee. So see you there. Well, right now I'm on the Viewpoint, looking out over south from Pha Chor. So where the smoke is, hopefully you can see that over there, and those white roofs over there. That's the 108 that's going south down towards Hot, Pong, down that area. And therefore over here is on the west side, you've got Doi Intanon and everything that goes with Doi Intanon over there, Doi Intanon National Park. Out of sight around there is where Chiang Mai city is, but what we have here is the valley going south, and you can see these are the mountain ranges of Doi Intanon, and going on down south there. I've picked the right day to go to Pha Chor, there's nobody there. I've picked the wrong day to try and fly, but never mind. It's a lovely day out here at Mae Wang National Park, just, you know, half an hour out of the city, and it's a lovely environment, lovely place to come. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you in a future video. Thanks for the new subscribers recently, I really do appreciate your comments. Thanks for the thumbs up too. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Never mind. New beans next time.